The 255 million rand asbestos project criminal case continues in Bloemfontein this morning. The High Court will first hear a trial within a trial proceedings as accused number 17, Moroadi Cholota, challenges that infamous extradition from the United States. She claims South African officials misled their American counterparts during the extradition process. Ziniko Mhlaba is live for us from Bloemfontein. A day of high expectation. Ziniko, just walk us through what is likely to unfold.
A very good morning to you, Emmanuel. What is going to happen today in court? We will be hearing officially and clearly the arguments tabled by Moroadi Cholota, who's accused number 17 in the actual criminal trial, which involves, his former boss, asbestos, who was the premier of the Free State at that time. You'll remember that not so long ago, about 2 weeks ago, the Constitutional Court did confirm that her extradition to South Africa was unlawful, but also made a ruling that, however, South African authorities do have jurisdiction in terms of holding her accountable criminally for the charges she is currently facing. However, there were pending issues which were not dealt with by the Constitutional Court, which had been tabled by Cholota in terms of her grievances on how she was brought back to South Africa. So today she will be, through her legal team, tabling those 4 or 5 arguments before a full court, and then the state will have to then respond or counter those allegations leveled against them by Cholota. So there's been also an outcry from both the judge or presiding judge on this particular matter and the other accused in terms of how this particular case is taking so long before it even gets to trial. And the judge did express that frustration when we were here last week. And here's a lesson. Let's take a listen to Judge Lobsha in terms of explaining how frustrating it is for him and how these delays are also affecting the other accused. Let's take a listen to Judge Philip Lobsha, who's presiding over this particular matter here at the Bloemfontein High Court.
You know what the legal aid is going to say. They said it to Oli Mlamleli, the ministers. They're going to apply the ministers to Mkhesi. So another delay. But I'm happy that the judge says the case must go on the 2nd. And you can see the state is not sure what to do. It is going to be very interesting. A lot of information is going to come.
So, Iman, that's accused number 13, the former premier of the Free State, asbestos, just explaining how frustrating it is for them as other accused who are still waiting for the actual trial to take place, saying that there are some accused who have run out of funds and they are said to be applying for legal aid. But also Makashule is saying that, well, those who have applied for legal aid before did not get a positive response because they failed the means test. And that what that means is that those people can afford to hire their own legal representatives. So in the next 2 hours or so, we'll try to break down the actual arguments we can hear from Cholota's legal team and what we can expect to hear from the state through the MPA.
Looking forward to that, Ziniko. Thank you so much.